Lorious here. Welcome back to Calabama Cooking. Today in the Love Lab, we are making a classic summertime favorite, Blackberry Cobbler. Come on in the kitchen, guys. Let's cook. So guys, we're gonna make our Blackberry Cobbler today in a cast iron pie plate. You can use a cast iron skillet or a pie plate. I have, okay, true story. The cast iron skillet I have, like my 10, 12 inch one, is at my mom's house. And the only one I have at home is my big 14 inch one. And it's just too big. But I have these little pie plates. So I'm gonna make this one in the cast iron pie plate. Was that too much information? Y'all know I got to tell you the truth. Anyway, we're going the easy route today. We're using refrigerated pie crust. We know how to make pie crust. There's videos on that and it's also in the cookbook. But today, we're gonna make this quick and easy. I've got a refrigerated pie crust that I have rolled out. I'm just gonna poke a few holes in the bottom here, okay? Don't worry about trying to make it pretty. And this ain't that Blackberry Cobbler is supposed to look rustic. Poke a few holes in it and we're gonna stick this in the oven for about 5 minutes on 350 degrees. Okay guys, so while our pie crust is in the oven cooking for those first 5-6 minutes, just to start to get a little done on the bottom, we're gonna mix up our cobbler. Now the beauty of Blackberry Cobbler is it should just be called berry cobbler, because you can pick a berry, any berry, and they all work, okay? We're gonna start with some sugar, and you need plenty of sugar. And don't tell me that's too much sugar, because it's not. And we're also gonna add some flour, that's gonna give us some thickening in it. We're gonna mix these two together. You can use cornstarch if you don't have flour, either one works. There we go, okay. And to this, we are going to add 2 bags of frozen blackberries. Now, you can use fresh blackberries if you can find them. It depends on what time of year you cook this in, but frozen ones work just as fine, baby. I just got to be real with you. They do the same thing, okay? Now, I advise you wear gloves because blackberries can really stain your hands. And you're going to go in and just literally mix these berries until they're completely coated with this flour and sugar. And this is what's gonna make our cobbler, okay? This is really not scientific. Some people cook their cobbler on the stovetop before they put it in the oven. That works also. Honestly, either way is fine. But just for the sake of ease, and because I'm making this a quick cobbler, can we say quick? Can the church say quick? Okay, we're just gonna use some frozen blackberries and just mix them together. Now, you can use, like I said, any berry. You can do raspberries. You can do raspberries and blackberries, or raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, really whatever you want. The Blackberry Cobbler is just a Southern classic. And I'm not the biggest blackberry fan in the world, but Blackberry Cobbler is different. There's blackberries and there's Blackberry Cobbler. Okay, now that I've gotten everything tossed in here and coated well, I'm gonna take this stick of butter that I've melted and pour it on there as well. You can put the butter in earlier. You can put it at any time you want to be honest. This is just how I do it. And we're gonna go back to, again, making sure everything is coated. This is gonna be good. We're gonna get some good ice cream with this afterwards, y'all. Some whipped cream. That's all she wrote. Some people like to put a little cinnamon and nutmeg in their Blackberry Cobbler as well. I actually don't. I like to just keep the flavor of the blackberries prominent. But again, this is you, do you. If you want to put some cinnamon in there, honey, put you some cinnamon in there, okay? All right, see this? Everything's all mixed together, and I keep going to the bottom, pulling up any remaining sugar and flour that hasn't yet been fully incorporated. There we go. That's all we need to do. All right, so let's wait for our pie crust to finish its initial browning, and then we'll keep going. Guys, right before we take our pie crust out of the oven, we're gonna get the top ready. Now you can do a lot of different things. You can just put a plain pie crust on the top and cut some slits into it and keep on about your business, that's fine. Or I'm gonna actually try to make it a little pretty today. We're gonna try to do a lattice. So again, I'm using refrigerated pie crust. We're just making this easy today, people. Easy, 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 okay? Again, you can make your own pie crust. We know how to do that, but so you ain't have to do everything all the time. We're gonna cut this into pieces so we can do a little design, okay? So I just have a little cutter here, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly score where I'm gonna cut first so I can try to cut them all about the same. Some people like to get out, the rulers and everything and measure it. I'm sorry, I just can't be bothered. I think that's great and everything, but nah, I'm good, as my daughter says. I'm good. See here. Cut these pieces And we're gonna put a pretty design on the top. Okay. And I'm just gonna separate these. And if you don't have one of these kind of tools or something, it's okay. Just use a knife. Anything is fine. All right, it's about time. We're gonna go ahead and get that bottom out of the oven so we can decorate it and make it all pretty. All right, guys, so here is our bottom out of the oven ready. I wanna squeeze some fresh lemon juice in here as well with our berries, because the lemon juice, it does something wonderful for fruit. It just brings out the flavor. So this is about a half a lemon I'm squeezing in here. Okay, and I'm also gonna add a little touch of vanilla. This is about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. That's gonna help with the flavor as well. Okay, maybe 2. I like vanilla. Okay. What I also suggest you do is get a little Grand Marnier or something. Just a little. Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep going. Now we're gonna take this filling and we're just gonna scoop it right here inside. Hope you can see that. Here, let me turn it so you guys can see. We're just gonna put it right here in our pie crust. That sugar and everything is gonna bake and caramelize so beautifully. Lemon seeds got through. Sorry about that. I used the squeezer and everything. The seeds still got through. Always check, y'all. Okay, now you see how I'm starting to kind of pat this down? Because I'm going to spread this out a little bit. It's gonna be a big mound. But that's okay, right? That's a good thing, isn't it? Don't worry if you get a little bit that's from the sides. We're not gonna cut this cobbler. We're gonna put a spoon in this dish and go for it, okay? So you just get them in there. Don't that look good? I know earlier I said it was gonna be party. I meant to say party. I realized I should clarify that lest y'all think I can't talk. All right, see how I'm doing this? Just pushing it down, which is fine. That flour is gonna thicken up in there with that sugar, make a beautiful crust, and the butter in there. I mean, that beautiful filling. And the butter in there as well, such a rich flavor. Got the other half of my lemon. Watch for those seeds. There you go. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. And we're gonna do a little design on the top. Now, you don't have to do a design, and I hope I remember how to do it correctly. We're gonna lay these across like this. We're gonna start here. Okay. And I'm purposely putting space between these, okay? That's on purpose. Okay. And on the ends, do this one here, and this one over here. Okay. Now, when you want to do a lattice design, you're gonna go every other, okay? So we're not gonna, we might put this one back on last. We'll pull back every other. And then between it, let's go back a little bit farther. And we'll put this one down. See that? Lay it down. Lay it down. See how we're doing that? Then we go to the next one. Oop, some of the little pieces come off. That's okay. We'll just be gentle. Pull that up there. And this one. And then lay across this piece here. Back down. Back down. Pull the other one back up. See how we're just going every other? And we're not making a super tight lattice. We're just giving it some design elements. You like how I said that, y'all? Design elements. Down, back down. See there? That's all we need to do. Now, we might go in and fill in a few more of these little spots. Maybe we'll go here. Cut a piece here. Here, that, and like that. See that? Just design it. And take this other here. Put this one here. That, and like that. There we go. All right. So we've got crust on the top and the bottom. Now I'm just going back with my hands, pushing down, getting the crust on the edge. And I'm just going to take the tool, just cut it a little bit there. like that. See there? It's gonna be cute. I can't wait. I need to get some vanilla ice cream ready, y'all. This is such a good picnic or cookout dessert, you know? There we go. Alrighty. Now on the top of this, we're gonna sprinkle some sugar and butter, okay? So here we've got a good amount of sugar. We're gonna sprinkle this all around the top. Don't be shy. This is dessert. It's supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to have sugar, okay? So don't get scared or nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go back now with some butter. I have a half a stick of butter that I've cut up into cubes. I'm gonna lay that all around. This is gonna bake into the crust, give us a pretty color, as well as bake in with the cobbler. See that? Again, this should be a rustic looking dish. This should not be like perfect and everything. If this looks perfect, you did it wrong. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm saying it in love, but if it looks perfect, you did it wrong. And then we'll go back with some more sugar one more time. Just trust me. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven on 375 degrees for about a good 40 minutes or so. Let it bake and do everything it needs to do. Let these flavors come together, and oh my God, y'all, it's gonna be a feast. Let's get this baby in the oven. Well guys, look at this. Our Blackberry Cobbler has been in the oven for about 45 minutes, and this is exactly what it should look like. I'm gonna wait to dig into this because it's so hot right now. But I am gonna just do this. You see that? You see that consistency there? Just a little bit. Oh my God. This is, oh, that's so good. It's everything. All right, I'm gonna go find some vanilla ice cream, and I'm about to cut a big old piece of this. No cutting and slicing. You just go in this sucker with a spoon. Thanks for joining me, fam. Hope you make this Blackberry Cobbler, or pick a berry, any berry, and make a cobbler. See you next time for more Calabama cooking. Happy cooking.